Is everything okay? You were Emily's best friend, right? Yeah. What if I told you that Nikolas was willing to die to be with her? Why didn't you tell me Michael wanted to give him?
You just found out you were pregnant. You weren't supposed to be stressed, and I already upset you when I asked if you were the one who hit Sam. That's why.
More like interrogated me.
Okay, more like interrogated. I'm sorry, Carly. I was wrong.
Don't you know that if I hit Sam or anyone else, you'd be the first person I call to help me cover it up?
Yes, I do know that.
Then why didn't you believe me?
Because Elizabeth had an accident the same night you had an accident. I was trying to prove that she didn't hit Sam.
I didn't know you were trying to protect Elizabeth. And I stood here and asked you over and over again why you were so interested in Sam's accident, and you wouldn't tell me.
Because I didn't want to have another fight. That's why.
We were already fighting, Jason. You didn't want me to turn Elizabeth into the police.
Would you do that?
I don't know. Maybe. If Elizabeth went to prison, you could stand up and claim your son. But then you'd hate me. Yeah, sure, you'd show up to help me if I really needed you, but it wouldn't be out of friendship and it wouldn't be out of love. It'd be an obligation. And that's what I feel like I am now.
Carly, you know that's not true.
How do I know that? You don't talk to me anymore. You barely listen when I come to talk to you, and I don't understand. When did I become such an annoyance to you, Jason? I mean, yeah, you always tell me when I'm doing something wrong, but I never felt like you had to tolerate me, and now I feel that's all you do.
You hate the mother of my child.
Yeah, I hate her. I do. I think she's a selfish bitch, because she makes you believe that you're not good enough to raise your son.
This is exactly what is wrong between us. Right here. I did what I did. And I love who I love. You can't ask me to stop or sit here and listen to you trash her. You can't. Come on, Carly, you do things all the time I don't agree with, that I don't like. And I stand by you. Why can't you stand by me?
Does it ever occur to you that when I try to warn you against Elizabeth, it's because I see you hurting and I want it to
Carly,
stop?
you hated every woman I've been with, except Courtney.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because you want to be first in my life.
No, I have to be first. I love Jax, and I want to spend the rest of my life with him, but I know that I could just push him too far. That I could do something so big and painful, and he would just have to leave, but no matter what I do, you would still be there, and that goes both ways, because I would stand by you no matter what, Jason.
Then why can't you trust me and trust me? Why?
Because she had you lie to me for months. You became a father. Jake is the biggest thing to happen to you, and you didn't tell me.
Because I knew you'd think I was wrong to give him up. Then you convince yourself that you had to fight for me, you had to fight for my son, and once you do that, Carly, once you decide to fight, you are impossible to stop.
I thought you'd like that.
Carly, you take huge chances. And you don't quit, no matter how bad you get hurt. Not everybody's made up that way.
You are. You are, Jason, and I knew that. The first time I saw you with Jake's, I didn't know anything about you. But I knew you weren't afraid. I knew you took huge chances, because that's who you are. You are fundamentally different people. What scares her the most is what keeps you alive, and that's why you two will never be happy together.
Why can't you just let it go?
I have let it go. You made a decision, I disagree. But I love you, right or wrong. So I swear, I will never say another word against Elizabeth. As long as you promise me one thing.
What?
Don't ever lie to me again. You know, there's no right way to deal with losing someone you love. Nikolas doesn't have time to deal with it at all. His tumor's getting worse, he won't have the surgery, and no one in his family seems to care. That's not true. We care, believe me, but we also know how stubborn Nikolas can be, and the harder we push, the less likely he is to do something.
I need the house to chart. Robin's on her way back. If I don't have recommendations, I may not survive.
I just went to see Carly. She lost her baby.
That is most distressing.
And I should have warned her that Michael wanted a gun. I handled that wrong. Been doing a lot of that lately.
Come on, perhaps you were, a bit distracted by your efforts to prove that Fair Elizabeth had not, in fact, run down everyday heroes.
I've been lying non-stop ever since I found out I was Jake's father. And no matter how I try to justify it, people keep getting hurt.
Has there been any change in Nikolas's prognosis? Not that I'm aware of. Well, Nadine basically just accused the family of ignoring the fact that he's dying. Which isn't true, but I don't know, maybe we are in denial? Patrick, when was the last time you examined Nikolas?
Right before he jumped off the OR table.
So his condition should be deteriorating, right?
I would have thought so, yeah.
But he's stabilized. I mean, he might even be getting better, right?
There's a chance Nikolas could be in remission.
I'm sorry. I don't recall giving any of you permission to discuss my case in
That's
public.
not what we're doing.
Actually, I would like to have another examination.
No, thank you. I've been poked and prodded enough. Your concern has always been that claiming your son would expose him to dangers from your enemies, but recent events, most notably Mr. Corinthos's commendable choice to forge an alliance with the Zakaras, has lessened the threat of violence considerably.
Would you bet your life